Oh, right. And music. 5.57 in there. I've been doing some auctioning before that. Unfortunately, I can't pick up Thomas. And right there. Brown badge, not purple. Oh, I keep saying that. And right. Exhibit A. And now we go to auctions. Not mine. House. I don't think there's anything else I needed to. The other guys aren't secure tacklers. They're awesome, but some restraint needs to be shown there. And Ultimate Legend. See if anybody's put one together. We need to go by quality in that. And there will be the $98.99. I didn't sell my barber off either. 525 pound the rock in there. And that Joe Thomas. The hot hands we just don't need. And he's got less shed than Brooks. And Ed Reed is, we don't need another strong safety or free safety. We've got a lot of safeties. Yeah. Like, not counting Sean Taylor, Ken Houston, Rodney Harrison, Footsteps Barry Church, Harrison Smith, secure tackling, and Ken Houston. And Harrison Smith has got 99 hit power with unfakeable, but I might put in Harrison just to see other action go in there. But Harrison's taken a while to warm up to us, but he's unfakeable with 99 hit power in there, in my system, especially with tier 5 chemistries. And we've got Weddle, even Krause's strong safety form, and Rasheed Jones. He's got like a new card in one of the 96-98 series. I don't know where, but I didn't pick up the new one. Oh, he's got a new 96 Heroes card or something like that. Like Heroes 2 card. And I think, but he doesn't have a chemistry letter on it. I'm not sure where it is, but it's in there somewhere. Yeah, it's probably Heroes 2. Playability is still better play type thing than any chemistry on the team. We already have Playmaker Randy Moss, which isn't the case, so I didn't need to put that in video. And 60 speed Will Shills is the other 98 with Randall's jump, and I don't need that one either. So I'm going to go get my Pound the Rock one before he sells, which he did. And 527 right there. And buy that. Yeah. And that'll put us at 5. Yeah. In there. And then let's continue. I need a picture of that. And there we go. Yeah. There's a 7 right after the comma. Is a 0, that's a 5, that's a 5 before the comma, typically that means, yeah, that's a 0, and that's a 0, oh, yeah, 57 after the comma, yep, or 571, yep, and that's 4, oh, yeah, unplug, good deal, and in that means, okay, and in there, the rest is just saving because I don't need the other stuff, so we're just going to sit on that. The week, Tuesday probably won't bring anything but more 96 NFL replays, but a lot of them don't have Playmaker chems on them either. And signature series just depends on which team they want a signature. of which division, which may or may not have a playmaker, or it might not even have a wide receiver in that two-set type thing that they release. Hudson is one of them, or Fuller type thing that means, right there, because he's a 98 cornerback with unfakeable and the pink arm, which is the chemistry of my team, and 99 zone. Yep. And Dion's 99 zone, and these guys are 97 zone with secure tackling on the outside. Yep. That is more of a story in definitely a game of Othello flips type thing that means. But since they're doing the last flip type thing, or the ever continuous flip, it's not much of time to them. Yep. That more or less takes a minute for the most part. Yeah, that's less than a minute. At least that's the way it always sounds in there. So I will not take up their time on that. I'm sure they'll do something else with that at some point. I guess because it makes sense to them to do it that way. Okay, now we don't have Moss and Reed. Moss and Reed are on the team. It's wide receiver 3 and wide receiver 4. That guy's run block was not as high. Yep, but that's a waste of time. This guy's run block that's replacing him in the third slot, it's not as fast, but he's got 96 speed. Yeah, I can see that. With where is it? Impact block, and should be in there. With 75 run block. Yeah, that's. And Sterling's on the field a lot more than that in those other sets, at 93 speed, yeah, which is probably not raw speed, typing it means at 99, with 82 run block. Yeah. A combination that no one can do. Yeah. 82 run block, yep. 82 on a tight end, yep. It's a wide receiver, by the way. And it's a 50 run. Which means my other formation it's 4 to 6 faster than that. And when I switch to shotgun, under go deep chemistry on the side, which they won't. The guys in that set are go deep, which means the chemistry here will change to go deep, which it won't. Oh, but they're still that fast in that means. Should give them some bark. Ah, God. They're, totalness. Super Bowl 12. Dallas dominated most of the game to win the first of 3 Super Bowls in the 90s. Stopped the Bills from performing any late. That's the big three with Aikman, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith, who was with the Cardinals. And anybody before that age, no one remember Emmitt with Dallas, where he rushed 20,000 yards and picked up the silver football. I'm sure they'll say that he picked up the silver football while he was with the Cardinals in there. Stop the Bills from performing any late game heroics and win the game. Oh, that history is too far back. Of course they do. No, just in certain packages, Moss won't be blocking in that. Like the one that I did in the boss battle week 5. Clark was out there, and then Moss replaced him, and he's got a 58 block, which lowered our block by minus 21. And now it's back up with Reed in there at 96 speed and 75 block. And then in 93, 94 speed, outside of him. until they come into a shotgun. And it's 97, 98, 99 speed, lower movement in that maze. Never run, took me that maze. I guess because people like go deep better. Can't do that. But they can tell you what they don't want and what it means.
And high again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles Taylor. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor.
Dude.
And avoids the contact by sliding. A really nice gain of 25.
Come on, guys. Whoa.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The offense lining up 1st and 10. It's Taylor. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him down right around the 44. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And Taylor throw on second down. Over the middle here, Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Here, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering,
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
When that ball was snapped, they were counting on it being now a one-possession game. Instead, the block occurs. That changes the whole mindset for them. If you're the guys who just blocked it, you're floating off the field right now. Big-time play.
Yeah, big-time play. Could have been a one-score game. Instead, it stays 2 scores. Again with a juke. Once more the juke. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Yes, bad code in one moment.
The 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
Because that's the way most people play a poker
They've
game.
got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we are back here. I'm Brandon
That
Glenn
wouldn't be
alongside Charles
a
Davis.
scheme.
So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Fresh set of downs here. That looks like his throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. That's healthy, Charles. You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some others.
Taylor, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. One last shot for Taylor. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yep, 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 yep. And that would, nope, too slow. Winning prize. And I'm not sure we did that yet. Yeah. Weeks will tell type thing that means. I have no idea. Those are new players from last week, or 2 weeks ago, but our team is floating a couple of 96 plus cards fairly easily, and I think those are 90 to 92s. There might be 96 without special chem. And that's Rando at 98 defensive tackle on the card before chem. And a lot of our cards are doing that. So there's not a lot of promotions left that, unless they cross the 98 card overall, are going to be, well, Ross did at 92. He's got 99 speed. Most of the other metas are in 85. Yeah. That's, except for his speed. Yeah. So occasionally, like salary or some other things could be a bonus to people. I don't think he's a 15 million card.
A good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the
So yeah, we're gonna have to sit. It's a good sit though. Next weekend they could make a new Dwight Clark goal, or they could stop avoiding, keep avoiding him, not make anything. That's what I'm trying to. I told them about the gun. Yep. There. Not good.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon here in the booth. And Chuck, you take a look at this. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
And that's a bullet gold, updated gold, Blitnikoff. Gunslinging gold. Vic. That's. I don't really need anything unless they're going to go beyond Vic and gunslinging. Ultimate ticket roll, but that's in a pack thing or something. Oh. Which is an auction. Can't auction a ticket.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
That's just reserve, you know. I had reserve on me from earlier to pick up Fuller and fakeable at 99 zone corner. But it wasn't the day that I got the reserve money for it. It's like 2 weeks afterwards. But when it happened and a limited time made it, we were ready for it. I was ready for it. Just gonna have to sit tight.
Baltimore gets set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over
They've gotten used to it now, so I'm not going to disturb them. That's what they want. Oh man, I'm saying these things.
You can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted.
Won't last forever.
He's picked off at his own 46.
Damn it.
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you? I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed.
This is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Well, if they don't make a cow full of that card with the nitrate or grinding it, then yeah, I guess we won't need to buy anything. That's.
And the lead is up to 14.
I wanted to upgrade it to Dwight Clark, but now that we've got Reed, yeah, we don't really need it. 6 receivers.
This will be taken about the 12.
Same with the linebackers. And you can't buy Tier 2 Madden.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
We've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One last gasp for Flacco. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Honey Badger making an interception in his new team uniform. Damn it.
Take over at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points
They
that
both have
did.
red on,
What
so
are they
they're saying.
clicking on
Yep.
offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
That is a Cardinal.
Continually
That's
guys
a
are moving the
bull.
ball,
Yeah,
and things
Houston
are
Texans.
working and clicking. They think that they can
Oh.
model this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Okay, that should get us our dailies. Didn't really get a chance to see Reed in there. And it's just a daily quick sale. Anyway, I'll probably pass on that for right now. And let's see, 1353 challenges. And squad games are still the same. And haven't won any online games. 8 daily objectives completed. And 97 touchdowns in the air. And 52 on the ground. Yep, Junior. Which is where it was. I think it was at 94. You know what? Never mind. Till it gets done, it'll probably be something else. That's what proof is.